Thank you everyone for joining. This is Stacey Kimbrell, and we're going to be going over Young Living's basic oils that we can get out of the Everyday Oil Kit and how we can use them through all the different seasons for fun, health, for aroma, for your house, for your animals, humans. I've been with Young Living for over 8 years. August of 2007 is when we first became a member. I was actually pretty reluctant to be a member. My husband is the one who signed us up, and it's just been a fabulous experience. Young Living's mission statement, it says, we honor our stewardship to champion nature's living energy, essential oils, by fostering a community of healing and discovering while inspiring individuals to wellness, purpose, and abundance. This has really made a big difference in our life. To be honest with you, I didn't understand the wellness factor that you can experience from changing your lifestyle and your diet. I will tell you every single time that it's not just oils that can make a difference. When you're talking about your mind, your body, and your spirit, it needs to become a lifestyle change. If you don't drink enough water, if you don't get sleep, if you don't get exercise, if you don't eat wholesome food without chemicals, you're going to not ever have the results that you desire. So wellness is very important, and essential oils have a great purpose in that role as well. The purpose part of Young Living, because of what's happened in our own family's life, it's just been totally amazing with all of us. You know, I have a husband and 2 children. And ever since the beginning, you know, we've all had issues, and it's just helped change our lifestyle so radically and helped to maintain a healthy immune system and wellness in our body as of current. So the purpose now, because of what's happened, until the day I die, will teach people about health and nutrition and chemical awareness. Because I know what's going on in this world is not what God's plan and purpose is for individuals in their mind, their body, and their spirit. So it is my goal to help educate folks to learn about that so they can have the opportunity to make better choices. The abundance part I didn't talk about ever for years, although thankful for things. But I tell you what, the Lord does, He has it written in His Word that He will make a way for your gifts and your talents that He has given you. I can tell you wholeheartedly that teaching on health is not one of my gifts. Some people may think it is, but it's truly not. I ask the Lord to help download this information to my brain and to bring the people to me that He has preordained to learn about the Lord to help maintain health and wellness in their body. So this is not me. I get this all the time. Well, if I know as much as you, I'll go do this. It's like, that's ridiculous. We have information. We have resources. I didn't know any of this. I was totally adamant against any kind of natural medicine or resources when I first started with Young Living, because I worked in the medical field for many years. I thought the FDA was like our best friend, all of it. So ate a worldly diet, thought that, drinking my Diet Coke so I could have a donut would be okay. Didn't understand anything about health and nutrition at all. Really interesting when it comes to abundance. The Lord has totally made a way for us and our family that we can do now what our heart desires to help educate people. And I'm just really thankful for it. It's really been amazing. One thing about Young Living is amazing is since 85, Dr. Young has had it on his heart to learn about essential oils and how it can help himself and other people. If you ever get a chance to go read his story, he did the master cleanse, I think it was for 180 days, trying to kill himself because he was paralyzed. It ended up restoring his body. I mean, who would think? I mean, it's just, there's so much that can be done. It's just totally amazing. His passion, he had his first farm in 89. I wish I would have known about it back then. I would have been totally on board and one of the farmhands. Young Living was established in 94. It's been a little bit over 20 years now with Young Living. We just had the 20-year marker. That is so awesome. Do you know Young Living, only oil company that has their own farms? We actually have farms that you can go work on, enjoy, and experience. We've had farms in the UK and Mexico, Oman, Ecuador, Singapore, Canada, Germany, Hong Kong, Malaysia, and growing rapidly. This is a photo of Dr. Gary Young and his wife, Mary Young. Mary is the CEO of the company. She was actually working for Dr. Young when they met each other, and obviously they are with each other now for many years. She is an instrumental part of this company before she was even the CEO of Young Living. Dr. Young has planted this. He's built the distillers. He's not going to put out an oil that is not straight. His family, his children, his wife are using these products as well. So he's not making a special batch for him and his family versus, us. Back to Mary, she is now the CEO. Her expertise on multi-level marketing is where she came from in the beginning. Her coming and being a part of Young Living has just did nothing except for benefit. The one thing I love about the Youngs is I've had the opportunity to see this for myself, but they actually hold corporate positions in their company as well as work on the farm and getting dirty and pulling weeds and everything else and pitching. It's so amazing, making pancakes, cleaning the toilets. These folks are not high and mighty people. They are, if they were next to you at the supermarket, you would never know that they were multimillionaires and they didn't have to touch anything if they didn't want to. They're a very intricate part of Young Living, and this is their baby, their company. The oldest son is going to be taking over Young Living in the future, and he's got his daddy's vision and wants to honor his father and his mother and what they've set for. So that's like really exciting. Okay, seed to seal. This is what makes us different from everybody else. The seed, we actually plant the seed. You can go plant the seed at any of the farms. It is a totally amazing experience. I've had the opportunity to help do this as well. It's there for anyone to do. When we cultivate, I've been here for this process. This is one time one of the these big machines, I'm sorry, I don't know the names of machines, broke down. So people are out there with scissors and, yard cutters and tarps harvesting the plants and dragging it to the distiller until the machine could get up and running. You have to, which is the part that Dr. Young is way beyond anybody else, is you have to make sure that you distill these plants at the proper time to get the therapeutic benefit out of the stems of the flowers for depending on what it is that we're distilling, whether it's cold pressed or steam distilled. Most everything is steam distilled. When it comes to cold press, it's going to be the citrus oils mostly. So right here, you'll see these distillers. Dr. Young has been responsible for welding and making the distillers. It's so fascinating. You only can see this top part right here, but it actually goes underground about 10 feet, which there's a part that you can go underneath and you can see that base down there. Everything is filled into these distillers 15 feet deep, and then people are in there packing it down. You put more in. I mean, it's such an awesome experience when you get to go do this. It'll change your whole mindset in life when you see what really goes into these oils. You'll never think it's expensive again, I'll tell you that. That's one thing I thought before. It's like, oh, they're sort of expensive, the oils. And they may be compared to junk oils, but if you're the kind of person who buys the best car, or you only want to buy one blender so you get a Vitamix, or whatever it is for your animals or yourself, this is where the standard is different between Young Living and other oils. This is the best. We do have our own farms. They are therapeutic. And the one way that you can totally tell that we have the best is that we run out of stock. The Lord is in charge of the seasons and what happens to the farm. So sometimes if we run out of oils, those on the call here have recognized before we're out of peace and calming or helichrysum or this or that. We could go buy any oil from another oil manufacturer and just put it in the bottle and sell it. But the whole point is Young Living is about Young Living therapeutic grade essential oils. So if it's not done straight, correctly, with the therapeutic properties, chemical free, then Dr. Young, I can guarantee you, will not put it on the market because it's happened over and over and over throughout these years. We don't just test for ourselves, we send it out for third-party testing as well, but it still has to meet Dr. Young's standards. He tests every single batch of everything before it gets put in a bottle. So that's awesome. The sealing process, that's one thing that we can do as well. We seal our own products. So this is the whole thing from seed to seal is a whole process, and it's just really amazing. Around the globe, we are so many different places, as we just discussed. We're in British Columbia, Canada. We're in Oman, Highland Flats, in Utah, in Peru, in France, Croatia, Ecuador. We have farms all over. It is so exciting to see the growth. Even since I've been here with Young Living, it is just totally amazing. So we are a global company. Young Living is a wellness company. It's about living a lifestyle, like I stated before, with changing your mindset. It's not to be tortured and traumatized, and I can't have this anymore. Why do you want sugar smacks still? Why do you want McDonald's still? When you know it doesn't break down and mold, what makes you want that anymore? So it's about changing a lifestyle, having a new mindset, living a chemical-free life. And Young Living is all part of that as well. So it's just a great addition to moving forward with a new mindset. What is an essential oil? You know, this is something that a lot of people sometimes have a hard time grasping, but this is what they brought baby Jesus. So I don't look at it as being that difficult. The Egyptians use this heavily, many different cultures. It's the lifeblood of the plant. It is mostly for steam. You can use the bark, the stems, the leaves, the flowers, the seeds. It is so amazing the different parts that you use from different plants depending on what it is and where their properties are. It's potent, it's volatile, and it's versatile. I love that the oils are adaptogens, and this is a really important word, is adaptogens. They know what to do for you, and they know what to do for me. And right here, I'm just going to give you one quick example, because there are oils like ocotea that can do many different things. It sort of smells like cinnamon. It can help maintain a healthy blood sugar level. Whether your blood sugar is elevated, extremely high, or too low, ocotea can go in there and help maintain a healthy, normal level, which is amazing. I've seen it with my own eyeballs. It works. And so consuming that, ocotea is a dietary oil, so you can drink that. You can use it topical. You can put it underneath your tongue. You can breathe it in. Is amazing in what it can do. They're adaptogens. They're very versatile. Okay, essential oils. You can use them topical on the skin. You can use them through inhalation, internally, rectal, vaginal, with massage, compresses, gargles, diffusing. You can see some of the pictures here. I love the image right here where you can see in the back there's a supplementation fact, or on the bottle it literally says dietary supplement. Because of some of the new changes with the FDA recently, you will see that on a bottle, peppermint, it says for dietary supplement when you get it in your everyday oil kit. If you get it in the raindrop kit, it's going to say for external use. So that's a little confusing. Believe me, it's frustrating. Dr. Young, Young Living, they have to have bottles of peppermint labeled 2 different ways. That's just annoying. But nevertheless, we have to play the game that the FDA is having us go through at this time. The reason why that is, so you can understand, because someone may say this to you at some point, the FDA is saying, why is it that you would put something in your mouth that you would also put on your skin and breathe in? That doesn't make any sense, because it's not like if you put skin lotion on your face that you would also eat skin lotion. So obviously they're just being nitpicky. You'll see that some oils, it's exactly the same peppermint that's in the raindrop kit as it is that in the everyday oil kit. But the raindrop is to be used topical, and you're not going to eat the raindrop kit. That peppermint has to say topical. Although the oils that are in the raindrop kit, like basil, if you buy basil just by itself, it's going to say for dietary supplement. If you're going to buy marjoram, it's going to say for dietary supplement. If you're going to buy oregano, it's going to say for dietary supplement. So just so you know, if you see the contradiction on the label because you got it in different kits, please know that that's why, and it's not a different constituents inside the bottle. Aromatically, when you breathe in the oils with the diffuser, you can put it on your hand. Whenever you rub an oil on topically, whether you like the smell or not, you should always breathe it in at least 5 to 10 times through the nose and through the mouth, because it just is going to do so many different things in so many different directions in your body. You can put it on a cotton ball and put it in the backpack, or put it on a wood clothespin and put it on your vent in your car. There's so many different ways. That one of the nursing homes I was working with, they actually put cotton balls in a little plastic baggie, and then people would open up the bag and breathe in the lavender or whatever oil it was. So there's a lot of different things you can do with aromatic. You'll see the difference with diffusers. Young Living has many different diffusers. The Aria right there, that is a water diffuser, or the kind that comes with the everyday oil kit. So that is like aromatherapy at its best. You will get the hint of an aroma just using that alone. Helps with promoting a restful night of sleep, depending on what oil you're using. It can permeate the air. It's just amazing what it can do. People get many benefits just from that. The other diffuser you'll see here, this is actually the TheraPro, and there's a couple other ones that are like that. That is pulling the straight oil itself out of that bottle. There's no water mixed in. It's very important to know the difference. This is a therapeutic diffuser. You can use it in your house for the heck of it, or especially if you're using it for therapeutic purposes. It is totally amazing. So you can actually see a stream in the air of the actual essential oil in such a small molecular structure. Is amazing how it can go right into the body and do many things. Topically, of course, on the bottom of your feet, the places that are great to always hit the oils is the top of the head, the crown, the back of the neck where the hairline meets your spine. Of course, going down your spine. Think about this for a second. When you put the oils along your spine, your nerve endings are all right there. So it carries those oils through those nerves to your muscles, your ligaments, your tendons, your organs. It's just a fabulous way to get everywhere very quickly. And of course, the bottom of the feet. If you can't stand the smell of an oil, but you feel like you need to use it, then rub it on the bottom of your feet and your butt, and then put your socks and shoes on in your pants. So, I mean, to me, there's no excuses if you really want something. We used joy oil heavily in white angelica for my son. Now, of course, he did not want to go to school and smell like that, so we would put it on the bottom of his feet. He put his socks and shoes on, and no one could smell anything. So there's a way around everything. Internally, of course, drinking in foods, and you can put the oils in a capsule. There's a lot of different ways that you can use the oils internally. I've made my whole, Thanksgiving dinner, except for the black pepper and the salt in the stuffing. Like you put sage in, I put rosemary and thyme in my stuffing. Oh my goodness. In the turkey, I have it in there. I have it in the pies. Rianne's on the call right now, and she just asked me about some of the recipes for an event we just did. There's carrot salad, which is, I put carrots in a food processor, pineapple, especially the juice of the pineapple, and I use the Sunview organic raisins. You can put an apple in there. And then you just put this in the food processor, sort of chops it up, and then I put in about 5 drops of cinnamon bark, and I put probably about 20 drops of tangerine or orange, maybe some lemon. Oh my gosh, this is so delicious, and it's so easy to make. And then these oils were not cooked down, so the properties and the benefits are there. And while we're on this topic real quick, like when I'm cooking a soup, I will heat up my water. I will put my kale and whatever inside there. I may cook the carrots for a second, or let's say a couple of minutes, but I try not to cook down my food and not at a high temperature. And then I put the oil in after I take it off the burner, because we want it to be as therapeutic as possible. When you boil an oil, or get it to a certain temperature, you start going to lose the medicinal properties. You may have the hint of the taste of it. You may have the smell of it, but we want the medicinal there. So I don't cook with the oils. Like if you're making a soup, let's say, I put it in after I'm done with it, or my spaghetti sauce, or, whatever it is. So there's a lot of different ways to use this. Okay, the promise to families. I really, truly believe this, obviously. This is from Young Living. It says, we believe that you and your family deserve products that are generally free of synthetic chemicals and unmatched purity. Seed to Seal is both a promise to you and a reflection of our sense of global stewardship. The products are pure. He's not making a separate batch for his family and then for us. One thing that people say sometimes is, products cost a lot and that kind of thing. And, I understand that completely, because when my husband lost his job and he was an art director of a PBS TV station, we were like, oh my goodness, what are we going to do? I didn't have a job. I was doing Young Living at the time, but I was doing it for funsies. I wasn't doing it as a business. And this is 3 years into Young Living. I just refused to do Young Living the business. So I would just order things for people and, not have them sign up and different things. So he said, me need Ninja Red. He said, my eldest son, August, he said, it makes too much of a difference for you. So we ate oatmeal and cocoa wheats for at least 3 months because we did not have the means. We took the means for food and put it into Ninja Red because it made too much of a difference in our body and our wellness to go without it. And of course, you have to make decisions when that kind of thing happens. Now, thank the Lord that we kick things into a different gear, starting realizing that it's okay to be in a multi-level marketing business to help people with blessing themselves with pure products. Whether young people want to share Young Living or not is totally irrelevant. Young Living does not make you order anything every month. You can just do what you want when you want to do it. Or if you want to share, you can share. So it's awesome where there's not a criteria that you have to follow. But for under $100, there's a lot of different things you can get. We actually went and calculated all this. There's 22 products under $10. There's 42 under $15. There's 34 under $20. There's 46 products under $25. There's 42 products under $30. 35 products under $35. Young Living has a total of 221 products under $35 total. That's like, there's a lot that can be done. And of course, there may be better choices depending on what someone wants, but people have to make decisions as well. I definitely don't step out in fear with Young Living. And they were like, well, what if it doesn't work? It's like, well, what if it does? I was on a huge thing. I was the one who was skeptical. My husband made me drink Ninja Red. I was not intending to participate in this program. And thank God I did, or I actually thank God he made me, because it's changed everything in our whole life. 46 Young Living products under $25. I mean, there's not all of them listed here, of course, but just as a visual, Super B is a great formula. Just so you know, they're actually changing it, taking out folic acid. It's been in there. I cannot have folic acid with how my body system is. Either can my son. And of course, some people it doesn't bother, some people it doesn't, but they're putting methylated folate in there instead. So that's exciting. Carrot seed oil is one of the greatest oils if you need for sun lotion. You'll have to read between some of the lines of things I say because the FDA, we cannot say certain things. So if you're going to be outside a lot and it happens to be sunny where you're located, carrot seed is amazing. Inner defense is one of my favorite things to help maintain a healthy immune system. It is a defense capsule that's already made up with the Thieves blend of oils, as well as oregano, thyme, and lemongrass. Young Living's shampoos and conditioners. People just love their shampoos and conditioners. So that's another great one. My husband had a terrible time with skin issues. And back in the day when we first started, we had no idea that he was allergic to sodium lauryl sulfate, which of course is what's in everything. He used to go to the dermatologist all the time and get injections and medicines and prescriptions and all this kind of stuff. and we changed over the shampoo and he didn't have another problem. That is totally amazing. So there really is something that can be done for this. You know, who would know that you're allergic to sodium lauryl sulfate? And just so you know, when you go to the dermatologist, they don't test you for that. So once again, Young Living standard, with every Young Living product, you will get 100% of the value for the money you spend back in the seed to seal process. You know, if someone's like hates it, then I'm like, I'll give you your money back, because I know that when someone starts doing something, it's got to be a much better than what they're doing already. Most people are so nutritionally deprived that just getting them some Ninja Red will make a world of difference. It doesn't matter what the price, all Young Living products assist in every body system. So when someone truly doesn't have the means for something, but they have something going on, just doing something simple like lemongrass and clove. Lemongrass is like $11 and clove is $15. There's 300 drops, a little or a smidge under in the bottles. So taking that topical and internally in your body will have a huge difference just by doing that alone. So there's always something that can be done. We'll go over this in a little bit, but we're going to be going over some of the oils in Young Living's Premium Starter Kit. And this kit is just really awesome. You know, back in the day when I became a member, the kit was $150. You did not get a diffuser and you got 10 oils. Now you get 11 oils and a diffuser, and it's $160. It's really an awesome opportunity. Okay, getting into the oils. This is the fun part. Lavender is one of the most versatile oils that needs to be in every home. It helps promote a restful sleep. It works great for, if someone's gone on the Our Daily Drop Facebook page, you can see some great information there that was just recently posted. It's comforting, it's calming. People use it to help unwind. I have to tell you, I really don't care for the scent of lavender. I think it's like an almost emotional thing, because back in the day, whenever I would smell it, I would get a terrible headache. And when I first learned about this, Shannon Hudson was teaching, and she's like, oh, here, try lavender. I was like, no, don't give me any lavender. This stuff always gives me a headache. And she put it on me, even though I said no. She said, this one won't. She said, this is not a chemical. I was like annoyed that she even put the oil on me when I told her I didn't want it. And of course, now it's on me. She's like, just breathe it in. I took a whiff and I was like, it never gave me a headache that whole day. So I start to get to learn the difference a little bit about, you know, chemical grade essential oils or perfumes versus pure ones. It helps with a fresh scent if you like that. Even though I don't like the smell of it, I have used it either in a capsule on the bottom of my feet, and then I'll put my socks and shoes on. And you can put this in some of your, you know, first of all, it's in Young Living shampoos and lotions and that kind of stuff. But if you're making up your own products, you can put these oils in it. Would I put lavender in with Pert shampoo? The answer is definitely not. Okay. But there's many different products that you can put in. If you have like an old-fashioned Castile soap like Dr. Woods or Kurtz. I don't personally use Dr. Bronner's, if anyone knows about him, because if you actually read the writings on his bottle, I don't support what he teaches. But I use Dr. Woods, which is a great old-fashioned Castile soap, or Dr. Kurtz. That's very inexpensive. You know, I like people to use their money wisely. I love Young Living shampoo and products, but a lot of times people can't wrap their mind around buying a shampoo that costs that much, okay, or a body wash that costs much, and that especially if you got younger kids and who knows if they're using it, and you know, all that kind of stuff. So you can get the old-fashioned Castile soaps for $8 for like 32 ounces. Put your oils in it, and then save that other money you're going to put into that and buy more oils with it. Okay. Peppermint, obviously. Oh my goodness. This is for dietary. It helps with the gastrointestinal system, promotes a healthy bowel function. Peppermint is the oldest known thing to mankind for digestive. It's been around for centuries in many different cultures using that. It can help with performance during exercise, they say. I love mixing like a little bit of coconut oil, lemongrass, and peppermint together. mixing that together and rubbing that on your shoulders, your back, your feet, your legs, you know, before you go work all day standing up. It's like rub peppermint and lemongrass on your feet. I promise you, you will feel different. It is amazing. It just makes you want to sing or dance whether you can or not. I just love it. Drinking it. Of course, I just posted on the Our Daily Drop for those who can see that Facebook page. And it's on my livinganointed.com website. I have a lot of recipes there. We make black bean beet brownies. And of course, I love chocolate and peppermint. And so we'll put those in there. No one knows it's black beans and beets. It's just delicious. So you can use these, of course, for making your own ice creams, your desserts, your drinks. If I'm making hot chocolate, I will put some peppermint in there as well. It's just delicious. Thieves is totally amazing. It helps support the immune system, immune function, boosting that up, maintaining one. It's also a dietary supplement. It has eucalyptus radiata in it. Also, it has clove and cinnamon, lemon, and rosemary. So once again, it helps to maintain a respiratory system. You can use it for digestion, help boost the immune system. It does a lot for the whole body. The next two slides, this is from a presentation we just did recently, and I see this somehow got moved, but making your own mouthwash. I mean, this is something that's very easy and inexpensive. And what I usually do for about 12 ounces of water, I'll add 5 drops of Thieves, 5 drops of peppermint. You shake it, you gargle it, and you swallow it. I love to reuse bottles, so you can use an old Mindwise bottle that you can see over here. It's very simple. For a child that may be a little spicy, they may like it, they may not like it. I really don't care if they like it or not, because this is going to do a lot to help maintain a proper immune system. And so if you don't want to have to not go to work and stay home with your kids, and you don't have that many sick days, and of course, then you can get it and everyone else can get it. I promise you, there's things you can do. If you do this when you brush your teeth, after you brush your teeth in the morning, and when you go to bed, you'll see a dramatic difference in your health. So you put the oils in there, you shake it, you gargle it, and you swallow it. For a child, if you put, orange or tangerine, that'll make it not as spicy. Paste a little picture of Spider-Man on it for Spidey's gargle. That's what I did with my kids. I let them scream for 5 seconds after they gargled it. You just make it work. Toothpaste, usually I don't put coconut oil in here, but I know some people like that, so I made that recipe up for you as well. But usually I just do baking soda. You can get Bob Red Mill's baking soda. That is aluminum free for sure. Whether Arm & Hammer has aluminum in it, I don't know the answer. I've never really found a good answer that I was satisfied with, so I try not to comment on it. Putting lemon, putting peppermint, putting frankincense, wintergreen. If someone has some other issues going on in their oral health, look it up in the reference guides that you can get when you look at Amazon, Kindle, Life Science Publishing. And they will help you understand that if you have some other issues going on, maybe you could use tea tree in there, or thyme, okay? May not taste the best, but what's the goal here? So I just put personally the oils in a little bowl with some of the baking soda, and then use the back of a spoon and you smooth it out. And then you add more baking soda. Then you put it into a little jar, and then you put it in your bathroom. This is actually the same way you make the carpet freshener. So you could sprinkle that in your carpet if you wanted to, and then helps to sit in there, vacuum it up. You'll smell it in the bag. I mean, there's just so many of these things are just universal. In the same mix, if you put a little bit of Dr. Wood's Castile soap, that's what I call your face, your wall, and your butt wash. And you put a lid on that and you put it in your shower, and you can wash the wall, your face, and anything else at the same time. So there's just so many things you can do. Lemon oil. I mean, all of us love lemon. One thing that you may not be aware of is that the oils do have the ability to eat through petroleum, okay, and chemical properties. If it's not from the Lord, it's going to try to get rid of it, okay, if it wasn't naturally on this earth in the beginning. So lemon oil, all the oils, mostly the citrus do it the fastest, eat through synthetic chemical petroleum-based products. You could put fresh squeezed lemon on styrofoam and it will never eat a hole through it, but the citrus oils do. So when you can understand that concept and not be scared of it, let's say, obviously it has the ability to take care of many things in your body and help you. If you have the ability to go Google limonene, what are the properties of limonene? You will be astounded. Okay, I can't even go over them, unfortunately. But if you go Google that, you will see what lemon oil can do. Orange is the highest in D-limonene, 98%. You just use these oils. They smell so great. It's the least expensive mood enhancer. You just put 5-8 drops and put it on your face and your chest. It just makes you happier, just the scent of it. Okay. Also works great with digestion. You can use it for your foods, for flavoring for your water. It's actually in our defenses. It says Thieves and Ninja Red. It's very important to put these into your products. If your kids don't want to drink oils, let's say, and you have them, and let's say they drink grape juice, put some orange oil in with it. It will complement that. Or a lemon oil in with there. So at least you're starting to get it in there and have them have a great benefit as well. The one warning with citrus oils is that you don't want to put them where the sun shines. So for those of us who live in Michigan right now, I can rub lemon all over my face, go outside, shovel, do whatever. It's not going to affect me the same way. But if it was in the summertime and it's hot out, I should not be like mowing the lawn in a tank top and having lemon all over my face and my arms and everything else. Okay. Because lemon has a photosensitivity. All the citrus oils have a photosensitivity. Just like, when I was a kid, I used to put lemon in my hair to help it highlight. It's the same thing. So it could cause a blister or a bleached spot on the skin. So just be careful with citrus oils and actually bergamot. Lemongrass, just so you know, is not a citrus oil. It is a grass. So you don't have to worry about that one. Frankincense, is amazing. I do like the smell. I grew up Catholic. And of course, you always have the incense in the church. So when I first smelt this, it was a fragrance I had been used to. It's very earthy. It's so great. If you go look up, just Google something else about the properties of frankincense, you will be astounded as well. And if you look up images of people who chew on frankincense, look at their teeth and see what you see. I have frankincense resin. I put it in my water. I chew on it. There's actually many things you could do. If your filling ever fell out and it's 4th of July and there's not anyone around to help take care of that and your tooth was irritating you, you could chew up some of that resin and pack it in there and you have an instant temporary filling. It's really amazing. Diffusing is great for meditation and prayer, used for activity. We use it in many of the Young Living skincare products. It helps to emphasize your inherent beauty. It supports a healthy immune system. It smooths the appearance of healthy looking skin. That and sandalwood and lavender and myrrh are like the best facial products that there are. So of course, Young Living has those in their skincare products, but I just use frankincense personally and sandalwood together, and I put that on my face. As I said, I don't like the scent of lavender, so I don't put that all on my face. Purification is really a great scent. It's a great in the diffuser. We use it a lot during the summertime for things that are annoying that fly around that you don't want to come near you, if you can say it that way. We use it for eliminating odors. So this is a great one that you can put in the carpet freshener. Animal Sense ointment. I love this stuff. We're out of stock right now, but this stuff is totally amazing as an ointment, and you can use it for humans as well. It's really awesome. You can add this to, coconut oil for your skin. Once again, when you go look up the different properties of the oils that are in here, you will be amazed at what benefits it can give you as well. But the smell of it alone is really awesome. Sometimes too, if you want to blend something, I always tell people to put like a drop of the oil, like a purification and lemon together, and then see how you like that combination. Because sometimes if you put something in the diffuser, you may not like the smell. Now you gotta like, what are you gonna do with it now? So, put it together, breathe it, or open the containers and breathe them together. Sometimes I like the hint of, what do you call it? Thieves, but don't want to use up all my thieves. So I'll pour like a half a bottle of lemon or orange along with a half a bottle of thieves into the diffuser, the therapeutic one. And I still have the scent of it, but I'm, let's say, not spending as much money. Okay, Panaway. This was the first oil that I had an experience of using. I was just got my kit. I drove to Ohio. I had a job. I used to be an organizer back in the day. And I was helping this lady and I fell off a stool. And of course, I didn't want her to know. And she was calling me. I was like, I'll be right there. I was doing everything not to cry out loud. I had this huge contusion bruise from like underneath my breast all the way down to like my knee on the side. It was like, oh my gosh. I had no idea what to do with the oils yet. All I know is I already overdosed on peppermint because I put like 6 drops in a water bottle, probably like 10 or 12 ounces. I had no idea you're supposed to shake it. I had no idea it was going to be that strong. And then I had like steam coming out my ears for my whole 6-hour drive. So it kept me alert and awake during my drive. I never blinked once. So that was awesome. But when I got this kit, obviously Panaway sound like pain. So I just put the oil all over that area. And I was just so amazed, almost instantaneously, the pain was not there. I was just really flabbergasted by it. And of course, I kept using the oils while I was actually gone for a week. And I took pictures of it because we had cell phone, at that time. And I sent it to my husband of what happened. And the time I got home, it was like almost completely gone, which is like, that's very odd, especially for how intense it was and how long it was. So Panaway is used topical after exercising or when you just wake up. I always put this on my legs and my feet when I fly. I get edema when I fly. Oops, I shouldn't have said that. Sometimes, my shoes don't fit when I'm flying. Okay. How about after I've flown somewhere? So I always put this on my feet and my legs before I fly, and it works out great. And Thieves actually has a very stimulating aroma. The smell of wintergreen in there just excites me. I don't suffer with depression and that kind of thing, thank the Lord, but it is amazing. The smell of wintergreen just makes me happy. You can use it with a carrier oil. And right now we'll talk about the safety part of this. Me and my family, we don't apparently have sensitive skin. So we rarely dilute a oil unless you need to for massaging in on the knee. Like if you put, after exercise, some Panaway on your knee, sometimes you'll see it just absorbs right in. You're like, what happened to it? So if you needed to use a little bit of V6 or coconut oil or olive oil so you could rub it around your knee and the back of your leg and that kind of thing, then that's when you just use a smidge of it, okay, to help with the rubbing action. Now, my girlfriend, she is as white as a piece of paper, and so are her children. Whenever they use the oils, they have to use a carrier oil. I don't care what oil they're using. They have to use a carrier oil. So if you have sensitive or fair skin, then make sure you do that. You cannot, please know this, you cannot mix these oils with petroleum-based products. One lady used Proactive Skincare with lemongrass and patchouli and was not happy. How about that? The oils will eat through synthetic properties. So coconut oil is not synthetic. Okay, so that's okay. If you're using Jergens lotions or Avon lotion or Estee Lauder, you're going to have a problem. Okay, so please do not mix with petroleum-based products. Any of the oils. Stress Away is just an awesome oil. It really is what it says. Also, there's an oil in here called COPAIBA, which is one of the only oils that does not have a scent to it, which is surprising. So if someone needs to go to work and they cannot smell like something but have an issue they'd like to address, COPAIBA would be a good one to have them use. Now, Stress Away can help with occasional stress or minor anxiety or nervous tension. What else can I do here? It works great with any health regimen. It has lime, vanilla, COPAIBA, lavender, ocotea, cedarwood in it. Ocotea is the one oil we talked about before that helps to maintain a healthy level of blood sugar. This oil works great as well with any kind of minor aches and pains because COPAIBA is an oil, when you research that, has similar properties. Okay, tea tree, or people know it as Melaleuca. That is the same, it's just different names for it, but it's the same thing. Sometimes people don't know that. Has an uplifting, fresh, distinctive, very distinctive smell. Helps to maintain a great skin and hair and scalp. This is something that you definitely can just put straight on. You can put it in your Young Living shampoos, or if you have a Castile soap one, that'd be great. Definitely reduces appearance of blemishes and skin issues. It helps with acne. That is on their approved list. I'm just double checking to make sure before I said something. Melaleuca is also in an oil called Melrose. It's an awesome oil of different blends of tea tree and eucalyptus. It is amazing to use as well. Citrus Fresh. This is a great oil that really tastes delicious. It has a blend of all the citrus oils and a little bit of spearmint in it. This was the first oil that I drank at a class, and it was extremely refreshing. And it sounds like a commercial to say so, but I promise you it was. It's great for diffusing. It's great for rubbing over your chest and your face, or, you know, if you don't use chemicals in your hair, you can put it in your hair so you get that whiff all day. I'm sure you know, I call it smoker's hair, but if you know someone who smokes, even though they're not smoking, you can usually smell it in their hair. Well, you could put the oils in your hair and have citrus hair, or, you know, whatever you want to use. It works great actually when kids are going to school. And if there's a situation, like one time my son was like one of the only kids in class that did not get lice. But I used to put the oils in his hair, and I said, why they were trying to jump on your head? They were trying to figure out how to get off in midstream because they do not like the oils. Okay, so it really can do a lot. Plus, so peppermint helps to reduce absent-mindedness. And the school system over here where we live, they would make the kids eat peppermint candy during testing and MEP testing to help increase their scores, because it's supposed to increase your memory by 28%. So we always used a blend of peppermint and lemon on Austin's hair. It would make him happier, he would be alert, and help to maintain a healthy immune system. Okay, here we go with COPAIBA again. Promotes wellness, is a great part of a daily regimen. You know, when I have my Ninja Red, I just have all these oils that are by the counter over there, and I sit there and I put, you know, a couple drops of this, that, you know, whatever it may be. And this is something we just take, put a little water in the glass to swish around the oils and the leftover Ninja Red, because I don't like to waste anything, and then swallow that down. Once again, if you look up the constituents of alpha-humulene and beta-carpholine, I'm saying it wrong, then you will be amazed with what those properties entail. Digest. This is an oil that is seriously every home has to have. If you have anything going on between the mouth, the stomach, and the rear end, that is not something that you have desired, okay? It will help take care of that. It is very important if you're going out of the country to make sure that you have Digest with you. You can use it internally. You can put it underneath your tongue. You can rub it over your stomach. It will make more of a difference. If you don't have it, you're going to wish you had it major. And if you had it and you've experienced something, you're going to be extremely thankful. So it has fennel in here. It has peppermint. It has tarragon. It has anise. I can't say that I always like the smell of it. But let's say that there was something going on in my stomach region, and if I felt a little nauseated, then what I would do is I would put like citrus oil by my nose or like peppermint, and then use the Digest topical over my stomach. Okay, so that way I'm not contributing to the nausea feeling. You may not dislike the smell of Digest. A lot of people actually like it. I don't care for it. Aroma Ease is a new blend of oils. It really has a clean scent to it. It's very calming. It works great for applying to your neck and your chest. It helps with maintaining lung function, a healthy, normal lung function. A lot of people think that the lungs are just in the chest wall, but really it's on the side of your body as well, and your back. So if you have someone available to do so, you could have them rub it over your back as well. If you rub it in good enough and not have it like dripping all over, okay, and you go take a hot shower, it is amazing. Okay. Lemongrass, one of my favorite oils. I have to tell you a funny story about lemongrass. One time I was up north in Alpena. I was at this hotel. There was a sauna. I haven't been in one in a while. And I thought, okay, I'm going to try to lose some weight tonight, right? So I got lemongrass and, oh my gosh, this is crazy, and grapefruit and wintergreen, and rubbed it all over my body. And the lady I was with, she's like, are you sure you should do that? I'm like, yeah, this is going to be awesome, man. So was not thinking about what happens. You know, these feel great on the skin, but lemongrass is really can be a hot oil sometimes. So as my body started sweating, the lemongrass just went into every pore that I had and where I put it. And I tell you what, I totally thought I was going to catch into flames. And so my first reaction was to get out of there. Now when you come out of a sauna, it's cold, right? And plus it's the winter time. So all of a sudden you had the shock of that. And I was getting ready to dive into this pool. And then I thought, oh my gosh, if I put water on this, it's going to be 2,000 times worse. This is like at 2 a.m, okay? And we're in Alpena with nothing around and nothing was open. Plus I'm in a bathing suit anyhow. We went back to our room. I had no Animal Sense ointment. We had no carrier oils. I called the front desk. They have nothing. I would have probably even used Crisco if they had it because I was just on fire. All we had was a Young Living chapstick, which is, of course, is petroleum free. Nikki had one and I had one. And we were rubbing that little chapstick all over my body until we ran out of chapstick. Oh my gosh, it was very invigorating. So anyhow, the moral of the story is don't put lemongrass on and then go into a sauna or a hot tub, okay? Or a steam room, because you will, believe me, have the same experience. But lemongrass is just a great oil that you can use internally. You can drink it if you like the taste of lemongrass. It is a hot oil. For those of us who used to eat soap as a child because of talking back or using bad language or whatever it is, of course, we don't want to give our kids soap today because of how toxic it is. If you literally just put your finger on the top of that bottle and then put it on your child's tongue if they disrespected you in some way or your grandchildren, I can almost guarantee you that they will not talk back for 2 to 3 weeks straight. Lemongrass is a great disciplinarian form, and plus it's healthy. When it comes to lemongrass, it really does well at helping maintain a healthy renal system, which is your kidney function, your bladder function. You can use it topical. You can put in a capsule. You can drink it. If you use lemongrass in your foods and soups, you could put it in there, but I promise you, you do not want to shake 2 or 3 drops. If it was a giant pot, maybe you could put 1 drop, but I would most likely put some on a toothpick and then stir the toothpick and see if you need some more. Okay, so I would not just start putting drops in there because you would not want to ruin your whole dish because it's very powerful. 1 drop is very powerful. It supports the overall well-being, enhances the flavor of foods and waters. I just had someone, this is fascinating actually, someone told me they put it in their Cheerios and it made it taste like Fruit Loops, which I really have a hard time imagining. I know somebody else who uses this oil and they struggle with alcoholism and drinking. And I forgot what alcoholic beverage it tastes like to them, but to them, they feel like it tastes like that beverage. And so they're drinking it on a regular basis to replace the alcohol, which you know, I would have never thought of that until this person told me that. So, I mean, that's just an awesome way. I know it helps people who have the urge with smoking. So there's just a lot of things that these oils can do. Okay, one of the oils I like to use in here is actually lemongrass. Something that helps to boost the immune system and be fun, you can make Play-Doh. And of course, it's not going to have these neon or fluorescent colors because I'm not going to use a chemical dye and all this kind of stuff. But there are natural dyes that you can use to mix. But using turmeric for the yellow, I mean, that's awesome to play with. It has health benefits while the kids are playing with it. This Play-Doh lasts forever if you put it in a sealed container. I like using lemongrass on the yellow one because it really smells like lemon. It's very overpowering, more so than, let's say, lemon oil is. And so it just has a great aroma. So it's aromatherapy Play-Doh. I mean, how exciting is that? So there's a lot that you can do with these oils. I just wanted to show you another fun way. RC stands for respiratory assistance. Obviously, I can't see the C word anymore. So rub on the feet. You can rub on the chest, your front, your sides, your back. It's great for exercising. This is another one that you can rub on your feet and your ankles if you're going to be flying, or if your feet cause discomfort while you are standing all day or working. Diffuse for a great aroma. This is something that we just used recently for respiratory congestion. Oh, I just said congestion. For respiratory function in our household with our animals. We just rescued a dog, and he brought home something to our other dog who's never been sick. And so we use that aromatically on him. We use eucalyptus globulus topical on him. The new dog loves the oils, and if you put, I don't care what oil it is, he will lick it off your hands, your feet. I put it in the water, he'll drink it from the water. So it's just a great way to help maintain his little healthy immune system since he's been, on the road for a while. Before bed, you could put it over the bridge of your nose, underneath your nose. I know some people use CPAP machines. You can put this on your nose or in your CPAP machine. It works amazing. Orange oil, a great one. Orange, tangerine. I sort of like tangerine better, but orange is amazing. Remember the whole limonene thing? If you go research that, orange is 98% limonene. Very important to research that. It's in Immune Pro. It's in Ninja Red. We use it heavily for foods, for flavoring of the water, making desserts. If someone drinks Ninja Red and they don't like it, first of all, I don't care. It's a liquid vitamin. It does not taste that bad. If you're saying, I'm not asking you to drink it along with your soda, 8 ounces. Okay. If you want to, that's awesome. But we're not saying rejoice and drink this and whatever. I think it tastes fine. But some people like to complain about things. I can guarantee you that if you put a couple drops of orange or tangerine in the little shot of Ninja Red, it will change the whole flavor of it, and that person most likely will not be complaining thereafter. But at the same time, give them, a nice big old tablespoon of castor oil and then see which one they like better. I'm sure they'll go for the Ninja Red. I'm not into excuses, as you can see. Okay, oil-infused products. So all of Young Living's products have oils in them. A lot of the skincare and the shake mixes and the Ninja Red has the wolfberries in it, which makes up 55% of the Ninja Red bottle. So these are infused products. Young Living has great essential oils. They are the best among all essential oils that I have come across, and I have containers of almost every single brand. I always have people do smell and taste tests so you can see the difference for yourself. It is amazing, but they infuse this to their supplements, their animal products, their skincare products. It's just amazing. I love this new little saying. I wish I would have thought of it. It says, love it, share it, repeat it. Once you are using the products, it's very hard not to share it. You don't have to be worried if someone doesn't like it or doesn't want it. That's on them. I believe it's our responsibility to let someone know what opportunities are in life. If they want it, that's great. If they don't want it, no skin off your back. Never take it personal. It has nothing to do with you. They're just not into it. And I just pretend like it's planting a seed or watering it. And people will always come back to you. I almost got burnt upside down at the stake from family, friends, and the church when I first started Young Living. This is over 8 years ago. So there wasn't essential oils in the market. There was no quinoa. There was barely any organics. Okay, so really stepped out on a limb it worked for me, so I know it worked, but people weren't feeling it. But I don't care what people think, because what am I gonna feel like crap and go have to have surgeries because how someone else thinks I'm Looney Tunes because something worked for me naturally? The answer, of course, is no. So once you research this stuff and you see what it is and what it does for you, stay steadfast in what you believe in. Don't worry about what someone else says. Can't be worried about other people. Okay, why become a Young Living member? They do have a very generous compensation plan, although you do not have to participate in that when you become a member. The whole reason for becoming a wholesale member is because you get 24% off the retail products. That's a huge difference. They have a program called Essential Rewards. They have exclusive experiences and product promotions. I mean, seriously, this month, if your PV is 300, you're going to receive the everyday oil kit, which has 10 oils in it. 2 of the oils in the kit cost $40 by themselves. Okay. And then you're going to get a large lavender, a small black pepper, and then Young Living's new perfume and lip gloss. Okay. This is like amazing. So if you're on retail, that's not going to happen. So exclusive experiences and products is amazing. I have just met some fabulous people through Young Living. And, I don't know if I would have met them outside of Young Living, and I will have friendships for the rest of my life. Great education on health and wellness, no matter what realm and to what extent, whether you're just starting out or like gung-ho and that Diet Coke is not a good choice. And they do have recognition as well. The basic starter kit costs $40. I really do not promote this kit, and I'll tell you why. Because you get 1 oil with it and 2 packages of Ninja Red. If someone's going to start on a 3-month wellness program, then maybe it's not a bad choice. But if someone doesn't have any oils to start using, then how are they going to know the difference? The starter kits that Young Living has is the Dewdrop Diffuser is $160 there on the left. That's for the everyday oil kit. You're going to get 11 oils and 2 packets of Ninja Red and some information. The next diffuser over, this goes on your style of what you like and prefer, is $170. It's $10 more for that diffuser. Same oil kit. The Rainstorm Diffuser, I really like this, and I want to get it for my husband for Christmas. It's actually 8 hours diffusing, where the other one's about 4 hours. Has lights, bells, and whistles, and it has a remote. I think he would really like the design and style of that, so I'm going to get that for him for Christmas. That one costs a little bit more. The Aria diffuser we have in our house, this one you can hook to an MP3 player. It has music, it has lights. It's really pretty. I have it in my house for when you first enter. It works great with aroma. Same oil kit, okay? The Thieves kit, oh my gosh, just so you know, you can get this on Essential Rewards later, but the Thieves kit, $160. You actually save $68 if you would have bought all these products separately. I just love this kit. It has 2 of the bottles of cleaner, 2 hand soaps, the Thieves oil, the hand sanitizer, the toothpaste, the mouthwash, and 2 Thieves spray. Excuse me. The Ninja Red combo, 2 bottles of Ninja Red. They get a box of the Nitro and 30 packs of Ninja Red. This is a great kit to get you started. I'm a firm believer that someone needs to start with Ninja Red because of my experience. If my husband did not make me drink this, I probably wouldn't even be here today talking to you for sure, and I'd be in a world of hurt. It has done so many things to boost my immune system where the surgeries and different things that were planned for me, I did not have to have. So I believe in it 100%. Not only that, but do you realize that it really works with my cognitive function? When I drink Ninja Red, I have dyslexia really bad. When I drink Ninja Red, my dyslexia is not as present. If I don't have it for about 6 days, my dyslexia comes back full force as if it's mad at me. I don't mix up my words and stutter as much when I have Ninja Red. When I don't have it, you can ask my family. If I'm gone and I come back, my son will say, Mom, did you not take your Ninja Red? Did you give it away to someone again? I'm like, how could you tell? He's like, because how you're talking. God has given me many gifts. I can do many things. Reading, spelling, comprehending, speaking fluently is not one of my gifts in this life, but this makes it happen for me. Okay, Essential Rewards program that you get less expensive shipping. You're telling Young Living that you're going to order something every month, but you can change the date. You can change what's in it. It has to be a minimum of a 50 PV order, and it could be up to 2,000 if you wanted. In the first 6 months, this is the reason for Essential Rewards, really, is that you get 10% back on whatever you order. So if this is your first month on it and you ordered 300 PV and you got those kits for free, you got the lavender, the black pepper, and the lip gloss, and those 10 oils, you would also get 10% back of that 300 PV, which is $30. I'm at the 20% right now because I've been with Young Living. I've been on Essential Rewards for 101 months. So over 8 years. I just saw that in my back office the other day, which was really cool. So I get 20% back on my order. So every time I spend 300 PV, which my PV is always 300, because then I'm actually getting, I'm actually paying for, I think it's like $125 with the products, and I'm getting all the rest for free, if you can figure that out that way. So I'm getting 20% back. So I always get a minimum of $60 back in my Essential Reward bank. It's like I'm becoming my own health food store. And so the next day I can turn around and use that reward money and buy whatever I want. I just have to pay for shipping. I just talked to someone today. She just had actually a surgery, and I was helping her with her account, and she's like, I have over $600 in Essential Rewards. I'm like, girl, you got Christmas shopping right now. This is awesome. So you only can spend $350 a month. And so she just went and bought 347, got free money in Essential Rewards, and paid $8 for a faster shipping for Christmas. That's awesome. There's more information on ourdailydrop.com regarding Essential Rewards. Young Living is your life, your health. Be empowered. Love it, live it, and share it. When you look at getting reference material or referring people to that, we cannot have the essential oil books that we used to have on our possessions or refer to them specifically anymore. So what we need to do is give you resources. You can go look on Amazon or Kindle or Life Science Publishing and look for reference guides for the topics of which you're looking for. Okay? And you will find exactly what you need to help further your lifestyle change. Just Googling clove and limonene, the different things that we've seen today, you will see the different properties that they have and be able to put 2 and 2 together for yourself. So I really appreciate you coming on the call today. My website is livinganointed.com. There's a lot of great chemical information there as well as health information. It has been approved as being compliant per Young Living, as well as the ourdailydrop.com has. So if you see information on there, you're welcome to use it and share it. You can also go to Young Living and look at their website for information and content, and Young Living's blog has a lot of great information that you can use and share and post, and recipes, just a ton of information. So I really appreciate you coming on the call tonight. Next week is going to be on Thieves. It's Monday at 8:30 Eastern Standard Time. You're welcome to come on that call as well. As soon as I get done with this recording on Our Daily Drop. Thank you very much for your time, and have an awesome night.